English Flow Podcast with Kay and Leo.
Hello, incredible English learners, and a massive welcome back to the English Flow Podcast. I'm Key, and I'm absolutely buzzing to be with you all again for what promises to be our most comprehensive episode yet.
And I'm Leo. It's fantastic to be here, Key, and to connect with our truly dedicated listeners. Today, we're not just scratching the surface. We're diving headfirst into the ocean of everyday English, equipping you with phrases that will genuinely transform your fluency.
That's right, Leo. We had such great feedback on our last episode about essential daily phrases, but many of you asked for more depth, more examples, more chances to practice. So today, we're doing just that. We're going to revisit our 30 essential phrases for daily life. But this time, we're going to break them down, use them in extended dialogues, and give you even more opportunities to make them your own.
Exactly. Our goal is to make these phrases second nature to you. We'll explore the nuances, common mistakes, and how to use them effectively in various real-life scenarios. Think of this as your practical workshop for flowing English. So grab a cup of tea, a notebook, and let's get started.
All right. Before we jump into the phrases themselves, let's set the stage. Fluency isn't just about knowing words. It's about connecting them, understanding the rhythm of the language, and using phrases that native speakers naturally employ.
Precisely. And today we're going to focus on those connective tissues of conversation. These 30 phrases aren't isolated. They often work together. We'll show you how. We also want to emphasize listening. Pay attention not just to what we say, but how we say it, the intonation, the stress.
So, as we go through each phrase, we encourage you to repeat it aloud. Don't just listen passively. Engage your mouth, your tongue, your vocal cords. That muscle memory is crucial for speaking fluently. Ready, Leo?
Ready, Key? Let's get into it.
Let's begin where most conversations do. Greetings and opening up a chat. Our first set of phrases really sets the tone.
How's it going? This is so common, it's incredibly versatile. You can use it with a good friend, a colleague you see every day, or even a casual acquaintance.
Hey, Leo, how's it going?
Not bad, Key. Not bad at all. Just wrapped up a busy morning. How about you?
Morning, Sarah. How's it going today?
It's going well, thanks. Feeling refreshed after the weekend. You?
Yeah, pretty good here too.
And then we have the super informal, what's up? Or what's new? These aren't usually looking for a deep life story. Hey, what's up?
Nothing much, just chillin'. You?
Discovering news. What's new with you, Key? Haven't seen you in a brew.
Oh, nothing major. Just been busy with work. But I did finally finish that book you recommended.
Next, the classic for showing genuine interest. How was your day? Or how's your week been? You'd use these when you have a moment to listen to the response.
It's great to see you again, Leo. How was your day?
It was pretty productive, actually. A bit hectic in the afternoon, but I got everything done. How about yours?
Mine was good, thanks. A little quiet, which was nice. For someone you haven't seen in a while, long time no see, or it's good to see you again really hit the mark. These are warm and inviting.
Okay, long time no see. How have you been?
Leo, it's so good to see you again. I've been great, thanks. You look well.
Now, for polite inquiries or requests, mind if I ask, or do you mind if I, are brilliant. They show respect for the other person's space or opinion.
Excuse me, Leo. Mind if I ask what time the next train leaves?
Not at all. I think it's at 3:30. Do you mind if I borrow your pen for a moment?
No, not at all. Go ahead. And to express agreement or shared experience, tell me about it. It's not a literal request for information, but an expression of empathy or strong agreement.
This traffic is just unbelievable today.
Tell me about it. I thought I'd never get here.
Pause and practice challenge. For the next 30 seconds, I want you to pick 3 of these greeting phrases and say them aloud, imagining you're talking to a friend. Try different intonations.
All right, let's move into the art of expressing your thoughts and connecting with others' ideas. Beyond a simple yes or no, we have some really useful phrases.
Starting with I think is fine To sound more natural, try in my opinion or from my perspective. These are great for adding a bit more formality or for introducing a viewpoint you want to emphasize.
In my opinion, the new restaurant has excellent service.
I agree. The service was fantastic. Example 2. Adding a personal touch. From my perspective, remote work has really changed the way we collaborate.
I couldn't agree more. It certainly has its pros and cons. For strong agreement, forget just yes and try, I couldn't agree more, or that's exactly what I was thinking. These really convey enthusiasm.
I think we really need to prioritize mental well-being in the workplace.
I couldn't agree more, Leo. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Now, polite disagreement is a crucial skill. Avoid sounding confrontational. Instead of saying, no, you're wrong, use phrases like, I see a point, but, or, I understand what you're saying, however.
I think we should launch the product next week.
I see your point, but I'm not sure we're fully ready yet. Example 2, acknowledging before disagreeing. I understand what you're saying, however, I believe there's another way to approach this problem.
For an even softer approach, or when you're just not fully convinced, I'm not sure about that, or perhaps, but are excellent. The new marketing strategy will definitely increase sales.
I'm not sure about that. We might need to test it first. To introduce something surprising or unexpected, believe it or not, is a fantastic opener. It grabs attention. Believe it or not, I actually enjoy doing my taxes.
You're kidding. Tell me about it. That's surprising.
No problem, or you're welcome.
No worries.
Thanks for picking up the toffee.
No worries at all. Happy to help.
Role play challenge. Kay and I are going to have a short conversation. Listen to how we use these phrases and then try to imagine yourself in a similar conversation using one of these phrases to express your opinion or agreement.
Leo, I really think the best way to learn English is through daily conversation practice.
I couldn't agree more, Key. From my perspective, immersion is key. However, some people might prefer structured lessons.
I see your point, but I'm not entirely convinced that textbooks alone can lead to fluency. Perhaps, but practical application is paramount.
You can say that again. Believe it or not, I learned most of my conversational English from watching movies.
Tell me about it. That's exactly what I was thinking. Let's dive into phrases you'll use constantly in daily life, from navigating a new city to dealing with unexpected issues.
Could you help me with this? Or, I need a hand with, are direct and clear.
Excuse me, could you help me with this map? I'm trying to find the train station.
Of course. It's just 2 blocks that way.
Looks like you have a lot there. Can I give you a hand?
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you. When you're trying to work something out, I'm trying to figure out how to is perfect. It conveys a process of thought.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to upload this file to the shared drive. Are you familiar with the process?
Yes, I can help you with that. It's a bit tricky at first.
For asking for information, excuse me, could you tell me, is polite and widely understood. And for something more informal, do you happen to know?
Excuse me, could you tell me what time the store closes?
Yes, they close at 7 p.m.
Hey, do you happen to know if Sarah is in the office today?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen her yet. Apologies are important. For small blunders, my bad is super casual. For more serious situations, I apologize for the inconvenience or I take full responsibility.
Ooh, my bad. So sorry.
No worries at all.
Example 2. More formal apology.
I apologize for the inconvenience this delay has caused our customers.
We appreciate your quick response and taking full responsibility. When something unexpected happens, that caught me off guard, expresses genuine surprise or unpreparedness.
Did you hear they're closing the local library?
What? That caught me off guard. I use it all the time.
If you're struggling to understand someone, especially in a noisy environment, or if they're speaking quickly, could you say that again, or could you rephrase that, are invaluable.
The project parameters have been recalibrated for optimal synergy.
I'm sorry, could you rephrase that? What exactly needs recalibrating?
And to get specific clarification, what do you mean by that, is direct and helpful.
We need to streamline the process.
What do you mean by that, Kay? Are we talking about efficiency or cutting steps?
I'm running a bit behind, or I need to get going, are polite exits.
Well, it's been great chatting, but I need to get going. I'm running a bit behind for my next appointment.
No worries. Thanks for coming.
Does that make sense? Or are we on the same page?
So we'll meet at 10 a.m. and then head to the conference center. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes perfect sense. We're on the same page.
Let's talk about the finesse of fluent English. It's not always about perfectly constructed sentences. It's also about how you react and how you bridge your thoughts.
Exactly. First, reactive phrases. These show you're listening and engaged. For surprise, no way, or you're kidding are fantastic.
I won the lottery.
No way, you're kidding. That's incredible.
I know what you mean. Or that's understandable are very common.
I'm just so tired after this long week.
I know what you mean. It's been a marathon. That's totally understandable.
If something is undeniably true or obvious, you can say that again is a lively way to agree.
This coffee is exactly what I needed right now.
You can say that again. I was desperate for a caffeine boost.
When faced with a difficult decision, it's a tough call, indicates thoughtful consideration.
Should I take the job offer with higher pay but longer hours, or the one with less pay but more flexibility?
That's a tough call. Both have their pros and cons.
Now, let's talk about filler words. These sometimes get a bad rap, but in natural conversation, they're everywhere. They give you a moment to think and make your speech sound less robotic. Things like, like, I mean, and well.
So I was thinking about, our upcoming project, and we really need to finalize the budget soon.
Well, I agree. I think, getting that done by the end of the week would be ideal.
The trick is not to overuse them, but to allow them to pepper your speech naturally, just as native speakers do. They're like little breaths in your sentences.
And finally, for smooth transitions or contrasting ideas, that being said and on the other hand are excellent.
The new software is incredibly powerful. That being said, it does have a steep learning curve.
Working from home is very convenient. On the other hand, I do miss the spontaneous office interactions.
And finally, for expressing that you're fine with something, fair enough. It shows acceptance of someone else's point.
I won't be able to make it to the meeting. I'm really swamped today.
Fair enough. Just keep us updated. We've gone through all 30 phrases, delving much deeper than before. But knowing them is one thing, using them is another.
Exactly. The real work begins now. We want you to start actively listening for these phrases in your daily life, in movies, in music, and then start trying them out. Don't worry about being perfect.
Think about the situations we discussed today. Greetings, expressing opinions, asking for help. Which phrases resonate most with you? Start with those.
Integrated Practice Challenge. Kay and I are going to have a short, natural conversation. Listen closely for how many of our 30 phrases we use, and then try to create your own short dialogue in your head or out loud, using at least 5 of them.
Hey, Leo, how's it going today? I'm trying to figure out this new software, and it's a bit of a tough call.
It's going well, thanks. What's up with the software? I know what you mean. Sometimes new tech catches me off guard. I'm not sure about that, but if you need a hand, just let me know.
Oh, that's understandable, and I appreciate the offer. I think I'm running a bit behind on this task because of it. Believe it or not, I thought it would be easier.
Tell me about it. Fair enough, though. We're on the same page. Just try to rephrase your query if you're stuck, and I'll see if I can help you figure it out.
Will do. Thanks so much. No worries.
See how naturally they can flow together? That's what we're aiming for.
Remember, fluency is a journey, not a destination. Consistency is key. Practice daily, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
And most importantly, have fun with it. Enjoy the process of seeing your English flow more effortlessly.
We're so incredibly proud of your dedication. Keep up the fantastic work, and we'll be back next time with more insights and practical tips on the English Flow podcast.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Until next time, keep flowing.
Bye for now.
Bye!